Hey friends, today we're going to talk about laying out a path to full-time income and beyond. And I'm going to show you this worksheet here that I think is going to be really helpful. So just go ahead and click on the button below in order to get it. And you should be good to go. Now I remember working with one of my friends, Roxy, friends / clients, I guess. Client becomes friends. She had a relatively successful business and was trying to get to the next level. She was trying to do more of what got her to this particular spot. And so she kind of wanted to rely on what she was good at, but she was burning herself out because more of doing the same wasn't going to get her to the next level. So then she said, okay, I'm going to really look at, I need to learn more things. I need to have new strategies. And so then she went on this professional development hunt, and like there was all these different things that were going on out there. And so then she was like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and she kind of stopped doing the things that helped her. I guess the best way to explain it would be like throwing spaghetti up against a wall. Although I'm not sure we would have explained it that way at that particular time. But in hindsight, I think a lot of times we feel like that, like we want to grow. And we throw spaghetti against the wall. I know I do this as well. It's like, okay, well, I want to grow. So here's 100 different ways I could do it. We'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. It doesn't get us anywhere. And so what Roxy and I ended up working on is, and it wasn't this organized as the roadmap I'm going to show you today, but in essence, what she needed to focus on for her specific business was implementing some processes that she and her team could use to take care of new customers and new builders easily without everything being one-on-one. And so then I told her it was going to take a year to get to where she wanted to go. She cried, she got mad at me, and then she did the stuff. So she followed the roadmap. I got a call 6 months later, and she did it. She hit the next rank, which had an average monthly income of between $20,000 and $40,000 a month. She was actually able to hit it faster than my estimated target. And the reason is she was incredibly focused on what was going to be the best thing for her to do right now for her business. It is so important for us to know where we are on our journey. The right move for someone else may not be the right move for us. We need a goal. We need to know where we're going. We need a plan for the next thing that we need to do, not anything that we need to do. And this is also, I think, why a little personalized mentorship is important, because you can't see the label when you're inside the bottle. But this roadmap here, it's going to help you to get outside of the bottle and see the label a little bit better. But I think like choosing the next thing to work on in your business is important, because it's sort of like if I'm driving to my mom's house. So if I'm driving to my mom's house, I first need to put in the GPS, like go to mom's house, and you know where I'm going. I also then need to make the turns at the right spots. I can't just make a random series of turns and expect to end up at my mom's house. I might end up getting further away from my mom's house. I also cannot follow someone who's sort of going in the same direction of my mom's house and just follow them, because they're likely going to a different destination. Now, if I get really lucky and my brother is on the same road and I see his car, I can follow him to my mom's house because we're both going to the mom's house. But I can't follow a different car on their way to their mom's house, because I'm not going to end up at my mom's. I'm going to end up at their mom's. And I think this is a really silly analogy, but I think it's really relevant for a business. We need to know where we're going, and we need to know the turns at the right point in time. And if we get some of the turns wrong, it's okay, because if we know where we're going, right, our destination, then our GPS will reroute us if we're asking the right questions. But then we have to listen to the GPS, which is, I guess, another thing. So let's go ahead and walk through this roadmap. Let me share a screen. All right, so hopefully you can see that. And here's the way it's set up. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to look and see what stage are you in. Are in stage grow, which I guess we call stage 1, say stage 2, or stage 3. Based on which stage you're in, we're going to focus on those particular things. Now, everyone's going to start here when they first decide to start their network marketing business. And so we're going to start with the productivity stuff, and then we're going to move this way. right? And the reason for that is it's really hard to get really good at recruiting if you don't know what your goals are, you don't know when you're doing stuff, and you don't know how to gain agreement. All right, we need to start there. We go this way. And so then we focus until we have, so a team has 15 or more new customers a month, 5 or more active builders a month. And then we go up here a level, right? And now we're going to start, we're going to go this way, right? And once we master these things and do enough repetitions to get us into the next level, then we go up, right? And then we go over and we do those repetitions until, right, we can go up a level. And then the rest of this game ends up being like, how can I get better at increasing the amount of people that are at these particular things? So that's how the roadmap works. There's a few things when it comes to the roadmap, focusing on the stage you're in and the area of your business that you are trying to focus on. Oh, that's not what I want to do, right? Is it this part of the business? Is it this part of the business, this one or this one, right? We'll just give you a set of a few things to focus on and master at a time, which is really good for overwhelm. When we start mastering these in blocks and we start to see a lot more momentum, usually a lot more focus. It also helps to know what to ignore. So if you're down here in stage 1, right, or in the grow stage, and you attend best practices and people talk about, oh, I am doing challenges for my customers. That's a great idea. It's a great concept, but most likely that speaker is at the multiply stage of their business. They're so, right, because they're going to pick speakers that are the best. So when you look at their specific tactics, it becomes really hard because they're going to be able to, because of the size of their team, they're going to be able to have hundreds of people at that challenge. So all that work makes sense, right? If you're in the grow stage, you might only get 6 people at that particular thing. So then you just might as well do a one-on-one sales conversation with them versus going through all the different steps of maybe doing a challenge. So I think that's why this is so helpful, so that you can start to look at the ideas, the tactics, and the strategies that fall in the stage that you're in. Now, a little bit of a caveat, you can use higher level things to support lower level things. So let's look at right now. Right now, a lot of people in this point in history, there's not so much in-person stuff. Most people are building online. And so we might take what would normally be an expand tactic, right? And we might use online networking to find people to invite to one-on-one sales conversations. And so we're still focusing on one-on-one sales conversations. We're just maybe using a higher level tactic to get that job done, right? Another thing is maybe like tomorrow for my Resilient Leader Mastermind, I'm doing a training on the yearly calendar. But I'm inviting everyone, and here's why. I want them, right, no matter what stage they're at, I want them looking at, right, my grow people. I want them planning their online events. Or those are my expand people, right? These folks, I want them to make a yearly planner of their vendor events and things like that, right? So I think that it's just really helpful to look at this in the terms of this roadmap. And so how do you use it? Like, it's more of a guiding tool than I think a training tool. So like what I have for my business is this similar roadmap, and I just have it saved on my desktop. And when I'm like, what do I need to focus on this month? I grab it and I pick that thing. I look at my stage, I look at what's the next thing. And that keeps me from throwing spaghetti on the wall all the time. So just a quick recap for this. So the first thing you want to do is pick your stage. Are you in Grow, Expand, Multiply? Pick your part of your business that you know you need to improve in order to get to the next stage. focus on the areas in that little block. If you, I think that, and then ask for help, right? Or get the training or professional development that you need in order to implement that tactic. One of my clients a long time ago said, what got me, my wisdom got me here, someone else's wisdom will get me there. I thought that was really, really smart. And I have this really big conviction right now that our goals need to not be so big that they're like, send us into a panic, but big enough that it requires us to learn new things and ask for help. If not, then it's just like the same us and the same situation. So I hope that this encourages you to use this roadmap as your guiding tool to know what to focus on so that you can gain momentum faster. Ask for help. If you guys need help implementing any of the things that are on this roadmap, let us know. That's what I do all day is I coach people in the different stages, give them the training and the tools and the strategies that are working right now in those areas. So just let us know if you want some help with that. So I think that's good for now. Make sure you click on the button to download a copy, get a download of this roadmap for yourself, and let us know if you need anything. Have a great day.